Hello, everybody, and welcome into 905 Radio's post-game show. I'm your host, Jaymie, here to break down some stats and stuff from the 49ers Bucs game. And yeah, gonna talk about the game. Christian McCaffrey returning. The Moody missing field goals and then winning with the last-minute field goal. Stuff like that. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. But before we do all of that, I'm going to run some ad reads real quick, and then we will be right back. Okay.
By SeatGiant.com. Use the promo code NinerFaithfulRadio at SeatGiant.com to save on all your theater, concert, and sporting event tickets, as well as help out this show. To you by Shop49ers.com, the official online store of the 49ers. Use our affiliate link in the description to get the latest official Niner gear, save 10%, as well as help out this show. Sponsored by Power Brand Systems. Need help getting new customers for your business? Let Power Brand Systems help you grow with their powerful tools. Visit powerbrandsystems.com/Niner Faithful Radio for more info. If you like our content and would like to support the show, consider leaving us a tip in our tip jar at ninerfaithfulradio.us/tip jar. Join our exclusive membership community where you get exclusive NFR content not available anywhere else. Join our exclusive chat, 20% off of all non-sale For the Faithful by the Faithful gear, and much more. Visit portal.ninerfaithfulradio.us/login to join.
For the Faithful by the Faithful Season 4 apparel is finally here. To see this year's designs and also save 20% off of Season 1 through 3 designs, go to ninerfaithfulradio.com/shop.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Niner Faithful, inviting you to check out our game day shows. I'll get you ready for the game with our pregame show. Jason gives you his thoughts on the first half with our halftime show, and Jaymie will wrap things up with our postgame show. Follow us on social media at Niner Faithful Radio on Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, and TikTok, and at Niner Faithful R on X.
Alrighty. All right, let's get into this. I do have one comment here. Post game, it was over 6 hours ago. I know that it was a morning game today. I unfortunately had to work this morning, and so I've been catching up on the game after I got off work and been going through all of that. But yeah, I'm sorry that we couldn't go live right as the game ended. I unfortunately got called into work this morning. And so I'm sorry that this is the time that we have to record. So, yeah. All right. So let's get into this. Break down some stats. Brock Purdy, 25 of 36, 353 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interception, 9.8 average. Quarterback rating is 78.0. Full rating 119.3. All right, let's see. Christian. So this was Christian McCaffrey's big game back today. He had 13 carries of 39 yards. His longest was 13. And so the little bit I did see, what I did see from McCaffrey, because he was kind of coming in and coming out, he's making sure that they were trying to like not overwork him, and stuff like that. So, I think he did look fresh. He did have some good runs. I think he looked pretty good for his first game back in a while, honestly. And I do think it helped boost the offense a little bit. So I think that was definitely good. Yeah, it was nice to see him back, though. It's been a long time, and I think this is a good game for him to come back. You know, it just was nice, like, I don't want to say, like, I don't know, I just felt like it was a good solid, solid game, solid game for him to come back. Brock Purdy has 2 rushing yards, 4 carries for 17 yards. His average is 4.3. I did see him scrambling a little bit. Debo had a couple of runs. He had 3 carries for 14 yards. His average is 4.7. I don't know how you guys feel about the end rounds of Debo. I don't think they work as well as they used to. Today he had one that he got a first down on, and it worked. But most of the time when he's running them, they just see it coming and they're able to break it up. So like, I'm not a big fan of the end runs of Debo as much anymore, but I do. I think you have to use them very sparingly. Jordan Mason had 1 carry for 5 yards. He came in. Isaac Guerrero had 1 carry for 0 yards. So, total team carries for rushing 22. Total yards 75. The average is 3.4. I do think the Bucs have a pretty solid rushing defense, so I think it makes a lot of sense. Now the wide receiving I think is kind of interesting because everybody's pretty even. Like it was pretty spread across the board. Jawan Jennings 7 receptions, 93 yards. 13.3 average, no touchdown as long as it was 30 yards, so and he had 11 targets. Ricky Pearsall had a game today, 4 receptions, 73 yards, 18.3 average, 1 touchdown. His longest is 46. I think that was the touchdown. His targets he had 6 targets. I'm really liking how Pearsall is developing. I think he's developing really well. He's becoming a big focal point, but it doesn't feel too much. They're giving him time to kind of get used to it, but he has done tremendous today. His touchdown was very great, and he got his first NFL touchdown today, which is really awesome. Christian McCaffrey had some receptions, 6 receptions, 68 yards, 11.3 average, no touchdowns. His longest was 30 yards. He had 7 targets. Debo had a big thing in the receiving, 5 receptions, 62 yards, 12.4. His longest was 32. He had 6 targets. And then George Kittle, 3 receptions, 57 yards, 19 average. And he had that crazy touchdown at the end of the game, the toe tap touchdown in the corner of the end zone. So overall, this was definitely a passing offense kind of thing. We will just so you guys know, I am seeing who is Tig. I'm not. I get confused with some of the nicknames. Who is Tig? Debo, grade D runner. I kind of agree. I think I don't know what it is, but I feel like he's definitely his speed is definitely more on par when he's catching the ball, not necessarily when he's running. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. But this is definitely passing. Oh, Gr Brown. Overall, I thought that Gr Brown. Overall, I thought the defense, especially in the first half, played really solid. I definitely think the thing of the game of this game is the special teams blunders. There's the muff punt, and I think the third quarter, and then the Jake Moody with missing field goals, was kind of off. So I definitely think the day story. I think the defense had its moments, but I think overall they played pretty solid, and stuff. So I think Jared Brown played pretty well. He had a decent game. I agree with you guys. Yeah, this is definitely a passing game, Dave. So yeah, all right, let's keep going through. So now we're gonna get some fumbles. Jacob Counting, 1 fumble, 1 loss. That was the muff punt. Brock Purdy had a fumble, but I think he was able to recover it. Nothing on Jawan Jennings. So there's 2 fumbles, only 1 loss. So that's definitely good. Let's look at the defense. For sacks, we have Nick Bosa had a sack near the end of the game. Malik Collins had a sack. We had Nick Bosa had a tackle for loss. Devin Campbell had his tackle for loss. Evan Anderson tackle for loss. Jordan Elliott tackle for loss. So Fred Warner had 6 solo tackles. Jordan Campbell had 4. Jamador Lenore 3. Mufasa 2. Ronaldo Green 4. Bosa 3. Yidom 2. Jared Brown had 1. Lee Collins 2. Sam 2. Evan Anderson 1. Leonard Floyd 1. He got in. There's that 1 sack that a lot of players were in, so a lot of them probably got it from that too. Jordan Elliott 1. Kalea Davis 1. And Robert Bill Jr. 1. So that is the sacks. There's no interceptions today. Ronnie Bell had 1 kick return for 23 yards. Looks like Jacob Counting had 1 punt return, number 3, yards 36. His average was 12. His longest was 30. All right, now we got to get into it. Jake Moody had 6 field goal attempts. He misses 3 of them, so he had a 50% average today. His longest was 44. I believe that was the last one, I think. I'm pretty sure. He did hit all of his extra points, though, so he scored a total of 11 points. Yeah. So with the field goals and the extra points. So, how are we feeling about Jake Moody? Because I've seen a lot of stuff talking about him, and I know he was missing. I know he's just coming back from his injury. He had I think it was a high ankle sprain. They're saying that's what I heard on the broadcast. It was an ankle sprain. And so they were messing with, he was coming back from that. Did we ever get confirmed if it was his kicking foot? Because I remember hearing something it was his kicking foot, but I haven't seen anything about what foot it actually was. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. But yeah, it's rough. I feel for him. I think for us it's very hard because we came off of Robbie Gould and he is so good. He hardly ever missed. And he was like almost automatic, so you didn't have to stress about it. There was the thing at the end, I think it was the last field goal towards the end of the game where Debo got in Moody's face. It was, I guess, telling him to lock in, and then Terrell Pepper, I think is how you say it, pushed Debo back, trying to like separate them because it looked like Debo's getting mad. I think it's just I don't know. It's a weird vibe. I feel for Moody. I think it's weird because they've had 2 other kickers and they've both been very good since he was injured. And then we lost one of them to IR, and I think he's eligible to come back. So I don't know where they're going. But the special teams as a whole has got to get it together. There's been too many muff punts. Our gunners are not getting down the field to get good tackles. Very often. It's really struggling with this team, and it is becoming a very bad, it's becoming a very big problem with special teams. So I don't know if there's anything that they could do like right now in the middle of the season to fix it. I doubt there's anything significant they can do, but my hope is that they just somehow limit as many mess ups as they possibly can, and then in the offseason we get a new special teams coach because I think that's what's got to happen. Um, so yeah, we'll have to see. I don't know what's gonna happen to Drake Moody. I'm hoping this is just him coming back from injury. He's a little nervous, a little rusty, so he missed some of those kicks, and they were farther kicks. He missed a lot of the closer one, and he did hit the 44. So that's something. But yeah, it's rough. I'm I don't know. I don't know, guys. I know some people really want him cut. I know, and like I get it. Our kicker, if you are a kicker, you better be like the best of the best and hit all of your field goals. Because that's literally what you're there for. And stuff. So we'll have to see what ends up happening. I'm hope like I don't know. I feel like the Debo getting in his face though. I think that is something that probably should have happened a while ago because there is just something off about this team this year. They are just not. They're not locked in. There's some players that are, but there's a lot of players that aren't. Even Brock Purdy doesn't look as like fluid. I think is the word as he did last year, or like comfortable. Because there's moments where he stands like a statue, and I don't know if that's just like the system thing, Kyle's system, or if it's just like the defense that he's playing against, or what. In that the defenses are catching on a little bit, which is definitely possible. I'm not gonna rule that out, but um, you know, it is what it is. We'll just have to see how it goes. But yeah, but that is all the stats, guys. I just want to show you some of those. For the Niners, with the standings, we are now second behind Arizona, in the NFC West standings. So Arizona will probably be getting their bye week very soon because they're 6-4. Is LA? I think LA is on a bye. I could be wrong. But we are now positive for 5-4, which is good. Yeah, I don't know, guys. It's gonna be an interesting rest of the season. There's just been a lot going on. There's just I don't know if you guys have noticed it, but there's definitely a vibe of this team that some of the players are just not here, and I don't know what it is. It's just I'm not even like doing that to shame anybody. Let me take this off. To shame anybody, but that is just a vibe that I am getting from the team. Is they're making too many simple mistakes for a team with this potential, which is sad. Alrighty. Anything else you guys want to talk about before I let you guys go? Because that's pretty much it. I caught a little bit of the first half, and then I caught up to recaps and stuff of the second half of the game. So I saw the key plays, but I will say it was good to see McCaffrey back. That is definitely a positive. That is positive. I know, and they mentioned that Drake Greenlaw was working out on the sideline, which is a huge thing. Because I feel like we're all done with all the linebackers except for Fred Warner. So hopefully Drake comes back soon. And stuff. So yeah, I just gotta hang in there, guys. I don't know. This could be a wild end of the year, but I don't know about you guys, but there's just something with this team that is just not. It's not locked in. I don't even mean that in a bad way. I just feel like maybe the Super Bowl loss just took a lot out of it, which is possible. I'm not gonna doubt that. So, yeah, we'll just have to see. Alrighty, guys. Well, that is my recap. Little recap. Talk about the post game. I know tomorrow, Jason, I believe, will have a reaction to the highlights posted tomorrow. On some of our socials, so definitely follow all their socials. And then Tuesday, the guys are really gonna break it down, this game down for you guys. So if you're more interested in like a real good breakdown, uh, let me know. Oh, speaking of, Jason's in here, Team Debo. Listen, I love Debo. Yeah, I love Debo. I think we need more of the energy that he's trying to bring. Because uh, he just, we need that kind of energy around the team. I feel like that's what's missing. It's just that like extra like oomph, you know. So we'll have to see how the rest of the season goes. But yes, it's like Jason said, he's gonna have video out tomorrow, reaction video. Then Tuesday the boys will be breaking it down a lot more in detail. I just do a little quick reaction for the post game. So definitely keep an eye on the channel. We're posting some stuff, you know. And yeah, have a regular week next week. Yeah, and besides that, I think that will do it. Unless there's anything else you guys want to talk about before I let you guys all go. Since we do have some chat peeps in here, so give it a minute. But yeah, great win though. 23-20 final score. Probably should have left that, but it is nice that Moody hit that last field goal though. That's huge. So yeah, we'll see what ends up happening with Moody. I have no idea. Um, it's not great being 50% of your field goals, so I will say that. So just have to keep it going. Alrighty, guys. I think that does it about it for tonight. All right, let you guys go. I will see you guys next time. And as always, go Niners.